Is it time to call out veganism for what it actually is, an eating disorder?
Dogs can thrive and survive on a plant-based diet.
What I will never understand, though, is why many vegans and vegetarians think it's okay to force their personal viewpoints, their personal dietary choices onto their dog or cat.
Can you tell us how long your cat has been vegan for?
I think he's about 2 or 3 years old now. I think he's turning 3. And he's been on a vegan diet since then.
Is he thriving and healthy?
No!
Yeah, he is a big, strong kitty. He's a big, strong kitty. It's a really large cat.
You're repeating yourself, you know that? You're repeating yourself.
You're repeating yourself.
We've been feeding him Benevo, vegan cat food. We were feeding him Evolution cat food that was supposedly good for all stages of the life cycle, including kittens, so I fed him that.
Kitties are obligate carnivores, and nature designed the bodies of carnivores to thrive on nutrients provided by animal flesh and organ meat.
Now he's just on, Benevo vegan cat food.
We know a few activists that feed their cats non-vegan food. Obviously, they're feeding them animals. Yeah, we found that really quite triggering and upsetting to see.
How dare you!
Not supposed to kill them, exploit them, things like that. And if you are paying for other animals to be killed to feed a companion animal, then it's not vegan. You're not a vegan. You're an animal rights activist who's a massive hypocrite.
Doesn't make sense morally to us.
Doesn't sit right.
He has been eating a plant-based diet, no animal products at all, for I'd say at least 3 years now, if not longer. Plant-based foods instead of murdering animals for his survival, because dogs can thrive and survive on a plant-based diet. There's plenty of scientific evidence to show that.
Okay. If you're a vegan, that's great. You can be a vegan. No one actually cares. Just stop telling everyone you're vegan. Stop making it your personality. But don't go ahead and buy a carnival for a pet like a cat and then force it to be vegan. If you want to have a pet, then buy something like a bunny, because they're herbivores, alright? Then you can just feed it a plant-based diet and there's not a problem. But if you want to feed a cat a plant-based diet, then yeah, that's animal abuse. Do you think someone would have something to say if I bought a bunny and because I don't want to be a vegan, I forced my bunny to eat nothing but meat? I'm pretty sure people would have something to say about that. Anyway, someone said the animal rights protesters who lived next door to me gave their cat a vegan diet and bragged about how healthy he was. They didn't know I was feeding it raw offal every day, and a lot of it. I wasn't going to let them be that cruel to the poor thing.
You say that I abuse animals, you abuse plants. You're a plant killer.
So you eat a carnivore diet?
Yeah.
Full carnivore?
95%, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's disgusting.
That's what you say, but I actually believe that the animals give me the power that I hold today.
That's a supremacist attitude.
Cool.
Human supremacy.
Beautiful. What else?
I think that you abuse animals, and I don't think you're really conscious of the animals that suffer in the slaughterhouse for you.
If you say that I abuse animals, you abuse plants. You're a plant killer. Drag them out.
You're giving me really good content here, dude, eh? Because it's ridiculous. You compare an animal to a carrot and you sound like a fool.
Well, cool, do it your way, but if you're gonna come and touch my meat, bro, we're gonna have a problem, man.
Wait, you're threatening me, mate?
No, I'm not saying anything.
What are you trying to threaten me for?
I'm just telling you that if you're gonna try to take my natural diet away from me...
What are you gonna do about it?
You are then going into my rights.
We're having a discussion,
You're going into my rights.
You're not getting blended up in a...
I don't like vegans very much. I don't think any of you are very healthy.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I think you all look pretty unhealthy to me.
I respect that.
What is with this?
So, no, interested in you.
Okay,
so
cool.
What made you a vegan?
I watched a documentary called Food Choices, and I realized that I was an animal abusing hypocrite because I didn't want to contribute to someone else's abuse and murder, so I went vegan overnight, on the spot.
So you haven't tasted anything since?
No.
You haven't tasted anything?
But that was when I was 23. So I was a non-vegan for 23 years of my life, and then I went vegan just over 5 years ago.
Because
yeah.
Do you feel for them? Do you feel for the animals when they get killed?
Definitely. I've been to slaughterhouses and I've seen them crying and terrified for their lives. I've heard pigs screaming inside gas chambers, just here outside of Perth.
How about free range?
That's a con. It's a marketing lie.
It's a lie.
If someone's living a happy life and then you murder them, does that justify it? Does that make it okay? Just because they're free range?
Free range? Doesn't that
They're still murdered. They're still sent to the same slaughterhouse. Yes. And that includes all dairy cows, all egg-laying hens. It's not just the meat industry. All these industries, once the animals are no longer profitable, they're sent to murder.
So how do you feel when people eat chicken in front of you?
I feel sad. I see a baby. I see someone eating a baby.
So like,
Chickens are only 6 weeks old.
So this makes you sad?
Yes, because that is a 6-week-old baby.
So like, if I do this?
Yeah. You're eating a baby. Yeah. Pardon?
How do you know it's a baby?
Yeah, but regardless, that is someone else. Whether they're a baby or not, you are eating someone's body. You've just paid for someone's murder.
What is your sexuality?
What do you mean, like straight?
Yeah.
Straight?
She's like me.
Pardon?
She's like me.
Vegans do have better sex, if that's what you're asking. Little shits.
Yeah, this is an adult, by the way, dressed as a cow, protesting like outside of a school and arguing with school kids. It's pretty embarrassing stuff.
I'm not a vegan. I'm going to eat some meat somewhere. You're a little young guy who wants to save the world. Hey, you're not going to do it. The best impact you could have is die. One less person. Do you not want to die for the planet?
Not really, no.
You enjoy hurting animals?
I love it.
Does it give you great pleasure?
Yeah, it does. Sure does.
Is it because the animals can't fight back and defenseless? Is that what makes it so good?
Oh, yeah, pisses me off.
Yeah, you like the fact that they're just helpless and you can really pay someone else to shoot them in the head, really?
100%, yeah.
Does that make you feel...
I even go hunting with my brother too.
Wow, does that make you feel manly to shoot it?
Feel so manly. I feel...
So they don't have a gun to fight back, but you have the gun.
They got their claws in that.
Yeah. That must be heroic.
Are you going to post this on TikTok?
Yeah, I will actually.
Yeah, tag me, please. Tag me, please.
Yeah. You'll see yourselves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but my honest opinion is I used to eat animals and I regret it every day. It was the most cowardly thing I ever did.
Well, what's the tip of? And it tastes good.
Vegan, safe poppy, 0. Doesn't matter. It's like getting pleasure in your mouth at someone else's expense is not right. It's like me saying I get pleasure from bashing little kids, you know? Like it's no difference because these animals are little children. They're kids that can't fight back, most of them.
What if they're growing up?
Yeah, so the guilt trip he tried on them really backfired, didn't it? Man's probably feeling real powerful eating plants that are even more defenseless than animals. I love eating animals that can't fight back. Lol, imagine if cavemen had the same ideology. Yeah, people don't actually care about your guilt trips. At the end of the day, people like meat, so they're going to eat meat. It's as simple as that.
You are denying your body protein, which is absolutely necessary to the human form.
All protein comes from plants. Animals get protein from consuming plants. Even carnivores get it from consuming herbivores.
Absolutely, and that's why cows have plenty of protein in them. When you eat a steak, you ingest protein.
But you can get protein from plants. All plant protein originates from plants.
You'd have to eat millions of plants, honestly, Ed. You'd have to eat millions of plants.
I mean, how does a broccoli compare to, let's say, steak?
Well, they're not necessarily comparable, but broccoli isn't a protein source. But when you compare things like legumes, like soy, and even seitan, which is a plant-based protein, they have comparable, sometimes even higher amounts of protein per gram compared to certain animal products.
Stop it. Get some help.
Marks and Spencer's have a very popular sweet. One of the most popular sweets they do, called Percy Pig. Percy is a pig. He's a pig. Yeah. Right. Pigs are made of meat. But oh no, the vegans have come for Percy. It's the fact that they had bits of gelatine in, which apparently... And what's gelatine made of?
From pigs.
Pork fat, right? So guess what? M&S have got rid of all the gelatine. So there's no trace of pig in the pig sweets, and now they taste, as fans have said, like washing up liquid. So they've completely destroyed Percy Pig to cater for a few vegans. Vegans, vegetarians, go and get your own sweets. Go and get one called Kale Nices, right? Kale Nices.
That is my vegan dog. She's been vegan since August 2017. And look, she's perfectly healthy. And right now, she's going to get a little treat, which is a piece of apple.
Dogs and cats are carnivores, which means they are meat eaters, and they don't digest plant material very efficiently.
We don't actually digest plant foods or vegan diets very well either. And if you check this out, it says if you cook your food, your body doesn't spend that much energy digesting it. So things like cooked meat, pretty easy for your body to digest. So then that energy then gets used in our brains, which nowadays is the organ that consumes energy the most, which basically gives you better brain function. So if you want to eat like a vegan diet, then chances are your body's going to spend more energy trying to break the food down, and then you've got less energy going to your brain. So that explains a lot, doesn't it?